I mean, not most typifies that basically tells the story.
Um,
What stat you got,
look, I thought they were
Sam?
sloppy. Yep,
Did we lose Sam?
I'm here.
Okay. I don't hear Sam, so I'm going to call Sam back. I'm gonna call Sam back. He picks up.
Hey, I'm here.
Sam?
Can you hear me?
For some reason, I see you're texting me and saying you're here, but for some reason, I cannot hear you. And I don't know what changed. You know what? Front office listeners, we're going to take a break and figure out what the technical difficulties are and come back in a second. All right. All right, disappointed Nets fans. Samuel LeChow and I are back. It is I, Eve Darbooz of the Front Office Pod, and we were just ending out to this evening's pod when, of course, technology had to go on the fritz. And where did we leave off, Sam?
So we were talking about the stat that typified the game, and I'm gonna as much as I don't want to go with Shaman and Prince, you just gotta go with their 0 of 13 or 0 of 14, whatever it was. I mean, the turnovers have been an issue for the whole time this year, but if we also remember, teams like the Warriors also used to average a ton of turnovers per game. So I'm not super nervous about the turnovers because I think that's going to come and go when you play a creative style. But the Prince Shaman thing was a disaster.
Yeah, yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna say that tonight the stat that typifies what happened this evening is the 60 is the points in the paint. I believe it was 64-24. That's pretty ugly. I think you can't. It's so ugly that I think it's inescapable. I think you can't but question the makeup of the team to get punished that badly inside. What stat would you hang your hat on?
In terms of on the inside or just generally?
You, I I don't know. Well, expound on that for me to understand.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I just think this is going to be a. I think in terms of losing in the pain, I think you said it well earlier in the pod, which is that it's one thing to lose. It's one thing to lose like 40-20. It's another thing to lose 60-20. So obviously it can't be to that extent. And if that means playing Jared Allen more, or if that means making a move, then yeah, something's gonna have to happen. Look, it may mean that they need to run more lineups with Perry and Kuruksen for all we know, and maybe less with all the shooting as you mentioned. I just still think it's too early. I think they've played. I mean, they've played 3 games against three kind of different teams, and I think we'll see what happens. Look, they're gonna. I think they're gonna struggle against these younger and more athletic teams like the Hornets. That's why I'm nervous about the Grizzlies game tomorrow.
I'm gonna err on the side of caution with this. We're still a great team. We showed that we were a great team just by how we came back and I liked KD praising Jared Allen the way that he did tonight because I think he's trying to let us know, like, hey, it's not me. I'm not the one that's forcing DeAndre into the starting lineup. And Jared did play good. I think that was obvious. I don't know why I dipped into creating a conspiracy, but still, I feel like he was trying to send us a message. I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say tonight was an anomaly. It doesn't mean anything, and we're gonna have to watch for the next 10 to 15 games to figure out what this team is. We're just gonna have to get through it. Let's see what they do tonight. Let's see if they rest guys on this back-to-back, which could make us 2-2. Even if that's the case, I'm not worried at all. This team is going to be great. I think we're good, Sam. Sam, any closing remarks?
No, I agree with you. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is a nice mini test again.
All right, man. Sorry, everybody, for the technical difficulties. I've got a very nice new MacBook Pro, and it's really acting up this evening. But as disappointing as that is as well, it's the losing this game tonight was even more disappointing. But we've got great things ahead. Tonight was a freaky evening, as we talked about. Let's keep our heads high. I'm Yves Darbouze, and for my partners at Samuel Lachow on Twitter, I'm gonna say good night, and we'll be back tomorrow talking about the next game. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Front Office Pod, Brooklyn Nets, all of us. We're gonna be great. Good night, Sam.
Good night.